Welcome or welcome back. Hi guys, in case you don't know, my name is Leslie and volleyball has been my life for the past 6 months. No, more than 6. We're in, I want to say about 7-8 months. If you had told me a year ago that I'd be playing volleyball and beach volleyball too, that I'd be a 2-sport athlete, beach and indoor, I would not have believed you. I really feel like I've worked through so much to be able to get to this position, bro. Like, mentally, I've had to do so much just to feel comfortable enough to even show up. Like, it's been a lot. Quick little backstory in case you don't know. I started playing volleyball in 7th grade and I played all the way through junior year. And I really thought that after that junior year season that was it, that I'd never play again. Bro, I was this close to throwing away my volleyball shoes, my knee pads, everything. I was like, I'm done. This is not happening. Whatever. Thank you, next. Sucks to suck. Guess I'm never gonna be able to do that anymore. Until last year. Last year, out of nowhere, I decided, hey, let me just go. I know they're doing summer trainings at this college. I tried it once. Wasn't for me back then. Let me see if I can do it this time. And so I went. Still wasn't 100% for me, but I was like, you know what? This is fun. I want to eventually work my way back onto the court. So you know what? I'll just keep it in the back of my mind. I left, I came back, and in January, I was like, let me try beach volleyball. I was so scared. One, because I'm a traumatized child who reverts back to that traumatized child anytime I'm in a situation that is mildly triggering. Being around a whole bunch of people was very scary, especially because of like this complex that I have in my mind where I just feel like I'm terrible at everything. And I feel like if I'm bad at something, no one's gonna want me there. Like, I feel like I'm just gonna be dead weight, right? So I was super anxious and I really had to work through being able to like show up in practice and actually feel safe enough to just like exist, right? All those problems obviously in my head, but it just felt so freaking difficult in the moment. I'm really excited to play again. I did not think I'd ever do this again. One of my core beliefs right now, because I haven't healed yet, is that I ruin everything. So having that belief in mind makes me really scared to mess up. So it's not just like a mistake happens and like, okay, whatever. No, it would be like a mistake happens and that was life or death for me. Because in my mind, my fear was always of rejection. People are not gonna want me on the court. That's always my fear. But I feel like in these past couple of months that I've been playing so much Revco that I started playing beach. And I feel like it started with beach. Because with beach, it's just you and your partner. And I got really lucky and I got a partner who was also new. So we were able to bond over the fact like, hey, we're new to this. We've never played beach before. Let's do this. We got each other's backs. And not gonna lie, having that relationship with her was very reassuring to me. Because my fear is always that I'm gonna play with someone who just gets angry whenever I mess up. That's always like my fear. Because I feel like when I mess up, if I know my teammate trusts that I can do it, it kind of helps me think like, okay, they trust me, which means I have to trust myself too. And I remember anytime I made a mistake, she would look at me, she would be like, I know you got that, so it's okay. You're good, next one. And so like, for example, if a ball was really short, deep, whatever, we missed it completely, didn't touch it at all, we'd be like, hey, you know what? We see it, let's get the next one. The next one, we get a hand on it, we still shank it, but we get a hand on it. I would honestly celebrate it. We'd be like, oh my God, you just touched that. Like, period, you're in the right spot. You got it, you got a hand on it. Next one, you got it. And I feel like the way that we were able to celebrate the progress as opposed to just celebrating the successes, the way that we were able to celebrate each other's progress and notice it, I feel really helped me relax and think, hey, she trusts you, you have to trust yourself, and you know that you guys are gonna connect and we're gonna be able to do this. I feel like that little introduction to playing again on a team was so helpful because it was a little lower stakes. It wasn't that I was playing with 6 people and I had 5 other pairs of eyeballs that also felt the mistakes that I made. It was just me and it was my partner. And we were there for each other. We had to be. Something that's very important in volleyball is trust and that dynamic between each player because you're trying to keep that ball away from the ground on your side. Example, if you're a blocker and you're going up to stop the ball and the hitter tips it over, you have to trust that you got your defender back there to protect you because you're not supposed to reach back. You can risk shanking it, right? So I feel like those little itty bitty pieces, starting with beach season and having a partner there and moving around and having different partners, playing 𝓜𝓾𝓼𝓲𝓬 and just getting all of these reps in and just getting all this experience, I feel like it's really helped me to truly trust myself and know that whatever happens on the court, whatever anything, like, it's not personal. We all make mistakes and it's fine. All you have to do is learn from it. If you make a mistake and you don't learn anything from it, that's where you're having a problem. But if you make a mistake and you learn something from it and you adjust and adapt, that mistake is going to end up paying off tenfold. And I think it's just so funny how my reintroduction to volleyball has also very much coincided with my reintroduction back into just society at large. Because for such a long time, I was a hermit. I grew up with a narcissistic parent, and one of the main ways that that affected me is I shut off completely socially. For the past mainly 4 years, because COVID really worsened that for me, because I already had the tendency to not want to be around people and just rather lock myself in my room, watch a TV show, play Minecraft, read a book, draw, make videos, etc. But the thing is that my nature is very outgoing. I like talking to people. I'm fascinated by people. I love figuring people out. I love I don't know. There's just something, we're social creatures. Of course I'm drawn to people. But the thing is that because of the trauma that I have, it really caused me to close off even more. So now that I'm playing volleyball again, that has opened my world up so much. I went from only having my mom and Snake and maybe my sister to talk to on a weekly basis to having people that I talk to every other day. And it's fascinating because I feel myself relaxing. Anytime I'm around people now, I feel a little less tense because I've had so much practice on the court with my teammates, 𝓜𝓾𝓼𝓲𝓬 with the people that I know over there. It's so exciting because I never thought I'd be in this position. I didn't think myself capable to do any of this. When I used to play before this year, anytime I was on the court, I wanted to take up as little space as possible. I wanted to just shrink into myself. I didn't want to mess up. I didn't want to take up space. I didn't want to say anything because I was like, I just don't want to be in the way. I don't want to be anything. I was scared. I was terrified. But the thing is, when you're playing volleyball where you have to cover space, you have to make your presence known. You have to go for it. You need to be aggressive. It was not clicking. I feel like this is the perfect time for me to play volleyball because I feel like I've done so much work mentally on myself that it's honestly allowed me to turn volleyball from something I like doing but was extremely high stakes and stressful to something I like doing and it's exciting. The stress or the pressure of playing, it excites me as opposed to crushing me like it did before. It used to be to the point where I couldn't watch a volleyball match without panicking because I just remember the last game I ever played. I was like, I can't do this. I even told one of my parents, I was like, I don't think I'd ever want to play volleyball on a team ever again because I don't think I could take that pressure. Goddamn, now I've been making my presence known because I feel so much more comfortable now. Instead of thinking, oh my God, I'm terrible, I feel like I've been able to shift my mentality into how can I improve? How can I better this? How can I make it easier on my teammates? Specifically my setter, especially when I'm on service eve and I accidentally pass it a little too far off and my setter be running out here pantsing, doing the most because my ass couldn't pass it to the right spot. I feel like I'm a little more comfortable communicating because now I don't feel like I'm being annoying. And even if I am being annoying by talking to people and telling them, hey, do you want to take that? I got you. Here, back off of that one. I'll cover you. I feel like just the fact that I'm communicating is just so much better than... Because when you're playing volleyball, you need to talk, you need to scream, you need to say what's happening. When you're talking, you don't got time to be in your head. You don't. Your brain is still working, obviously. You're reading the play, you're seeing where the set's going, you're seeing the hitter, where are they squaring up, where is their elbow, is it back, is it up here? You're seeing all of that. Where are their defenders, where are the blockers, etc. You see all of that stuff. You don't have time to internalize and really linger on the errors if you're constantly saying what's going on and you're moving on and you're learning. And I feel like that's one of the main things that has helped me out. The fact that I'm allowing myself to take up space. I'm allowing myself to be loud. I'm allowing myself to have a presence and to have a strong presence at that. And also not take things personally. I feel like that's one of the main things that I had to do in order to better myself and be able to get more comfortable. If something happens, whatever. Once the play is done, we are teammates. We're gonna work it out. Whatever happens, happens. I really wanna fix my hitting, dude. I keep hitting right here. right above me, right? Like literally like ball here. It should be here, right? Like this is where I should be at. I should just, but I'm way up here. I'm either overrunning it, whatever. Like my timing, my approach is not the best. I'm gonna work on it, because when I get that good approach and I'm able to contact it right here, oh my God, I love those hits. Those hits are so satisfying. Also, I'm getting better at line shots. Although today I had an abysmal line shot that was barely out and I was like, ah! Another thing I've been working on these past couple of months is my left hand, because I only ever swung righty from 7th grade all the way up until the beginning of this year. I just swung righty, purely righty. But the thing is, I'm not always gonna get that perfect set that my right can hit. So having that left hand is so freaking useful. But the thing is that I wanna actually train it correctly. So then I use torque and not like with my right shoulder where I'm just going like this all the time, just freaking windmilling it. And then I hurt my shoulder, right? I want to really like get that technique right with my left, because I can swing left, but the thing is, since I'm not used to opening up this other direction, it's kind of hard for me to really give it any power. There's a shot I did the other day where last minute I switched over to the left hand because like I was really not in the position to hit it with my right. But the thing is that since it didn't have too much power, it went a little high and they were able to pick it up. But the fact that que soy más aventada with my left too, and I'm able to use it as a tool as opposed to it just being a freaking problem, I'm so excited about that. I feel like it's a little more unpredictable if you're able to switch up the attack just last minute. So that's something I'm working on. I really hope to get it a little bit more proficient so I can actually use it effectively. Anything I can do to contribute to the team is just woo, to whichever team I'm playing with. Any like Revco here, any open gyms, anytime I'm playing, whatever I can do to contribute, that's the main thing. That's what I want to do. I feel like that's also the main shift that happened in my mind from high school to now, is that when I was in high school, I was so like me. It was like, oh my God, you suck. You're literally the worst. Oh my God, yeah, I'm on fire. I'm the best. I'm doing so great. Oh my God, I'm literally the worst. Like, what am I doing here? Get out. Right? And I would be so cruel with myself. But now I feel like I've done a pretty good job at shifting that focus away from myself and away from, I'm gonna look bad, I'm this, I'm that. No, it's, I'm gonna do my best to help out my team. I'm gonna be a team player. That honestly, I feel took so much weight off of my shoulders, because it wasn't about me being number one, because it's not. You're playing with 6 people. You're playing with 6 people. No te creas 𝓛𝓲𝓷𝓴𝓼. 𝓛𝓲𝓷𝓴𝓼 really said if I could receive set and hit every single ball, I would. And it's like, then play beach, because you're going to be doing either 1/3 or 2/3 of the work most of the time. Like I was saying, I feel like that main shift was something that really helped me out. Switching it over from me to how can I help the team? This is a team sport. That's what you got to do. It's not all about you. It's because think about it. If you're the best hitter in the world, but y'all can't get out of serve receive, that's the problem. It don't matter if you got 𝓛𝓲𝓷𝓴𝓼 on your team. If you got a whole bunch of 𝓛𝓲𝓷𝓴𝓼s in the back or a whole bunch of libs in the back doing serve receive, you're not gonna do anything. So it's all about collaboration. It's all about collaboration. That's another thing that really excites me about volleyball, because I really wanted to like start being social again and like explore social dynamics and all that type of thing. And the way that I was able to go back into being social through volleyball feels super safe, because unlike the prison sentence I served in grade school, it's not like I'm forced to be there. I'm around people who I have something in common with. The passion for volleyball, that excitement to play. And that's amazing. Sharing a passion with people is just so exciting, because you guys are working together for something bigger than yourselves. And I really like that. And I think that is so freaking sick. So yeah, I'm excited that I'm gonna get to play volleyball again. We have like 20+ games. We're gonna get on bus rides. We're gonna have whole day trips down south, up north. I'm gonna get to hang out with my team. I'm just so excited. I have a lot of hope for this season. But at the same time, I'm also just kind of like open to whatever is gonna happen. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. And I just know that I'm going into it ready to face whichever challenges, because I know it's not going to be all rainbows and daisies every single day. I know my passing is not going to be on point every single time. My hitting is not going to be on point every single time. Mistakes are going to happen. I'm going to have my off days, And I have to remember to take care of myself too. Because like 𝓤𝓾𝓼𝓲𝓬 said, taking care of yourself is also volleyball. I have to have my days off. I have to go to the trainers. I have to have those days where I just kind of relax. Not just day off as in not playing volleyball, which is torturous, but also days off where I get to just mentally relax and take a breather. Because right now that I'm super excited and I really like want to go hard with volleyball, it's easy to get carried away. It's easy to play 7 days a week, absolutely no breaks, and then your whole body hurts and you're like, gee, I wonder why this is. I did that earlier this year. Not the move. Now I know. Rest is important. Y'all hear me? Resting is important. You gotta recover. I'm excited to face whatever challenges come up. Whether it's a super good day and then I have to come back and I have a really bad day, or a game where we win, a game that doesn't go quite as planned. I'm just excited and I'm so happy that I finally feel like I'm mentally in a space where I feel like I can participate in this again. I'm happy that I still have that passion and I still have that opportunity to be able to play. And I'm so grateful for my coach. Being able to get back to volleyball has honestly changed my life for the better. Because I remember last year when I went to go practice, I was terrified. I was really scared. I just wanted to disappear, but I still went. I took that challenge on because I was like, I just want to do it because I know physically I can do it. Mentally, this is really difficult for me, but I know I can do it. It's because it was fun, but at the same time, it was really heavy on me mentally. Just because I was recovering from a lot, I was going through a lot, and I still had those debilitating thought patterns. But the fact that even at my worst, she let me stay, because she could have so easily been like, nope, get out, like, But the fact that she didn't do that and she let me stay, she took a chance on me. And then when I came back to beach, once again, she let me be there. She took that chance. Oh my goodness, I'm forever gonna be grateful, because thanks to that, it really allowed my passion for volleyball to blossom again. And because of that, I started going to clinics, I started going to open gyms, I started going to volleyball meets and taking more chances, and just get to the point that I'm at now, where I feel like I'm ready to start the season. I'm ready for whatever challenges are ahead of me. And it all started because she took a chance on me and she let me be there. I'm gonna practice with purpose. Everything I do, I wanna make sure that there's a purpose behind it, because I wanna improve. I wanna be able to be the best I can for my team. That's all I really care to be, a good teammate. I just wanna go, and whatever I can contribute, if it's from the bench and it's just cheering, sign me up. Whatever I can do, whatever contribution, there is no contribution too small. Whether it's cheering, helping out, whatever I can do, playing, whatever it is, I'm just excited to be there. Yeah, those are just some thoughts that I have in my mind because I'm starting volleyball again. I say starting volleyball as if I haven't been playing nonstop since January. Like, also, if you guys have the means, please, please, please click the link down below and donate whatever you can for the team. This is gonna pay for food whenever we're away, gear, all that type of stuff. Click that link down below, donate whatever you can, $1, $5, whatever you can. If you guys are able to contribute, we would really appreciate that. Thank you in advance if you do. And if you don't, feel free to share that link with others. Just spread the word if you can. So please and thank you. Maybe I vlog and like bring you guys along my college volleyball journey. We'll see. Also, if you play volleyball or anything and you want to make a comment or something, share your experience down below. I want to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Here's some other videos you guys can check out if you're feeling like it. See you if and when you choose to come back. Bye bye.